Dearest creatives, I, servants of Beatstown, with a heavy heart full of love, write this letter to ask, will you all marry me? Hey creatives, welcome or welcome back to the channel. You know who it is. It's Vanessa of Servants Beats or Beats Down, I guess. And I'm not getting married to any of y'all, by the way. If you want to get married, go and get married to Jesus, and that's on amen. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. And today's tutorial is something special. We've definitely been hearing throughout the year that married people have been oppressing others, I guess. But yeah, let's encourage them to oppress us more because we can't do anything about it. So today we're going to be making this lovely ring box. You know, December is that season. Okay, so you can make this for your cousin, your brother. You can make this as a whole small business selling this, you know, engagement ring box, or you can do it to keep your jewelry there. You can customize it to be as big or as small as you want, make it in any color that you want, any type of beads that you want. And as you can see, I kind of made it in like two different designs, like plain, then decorated. So yeah, this is what we're doing today. Tell me what you think about it in the comment section. Do not forget to like, comment, subscribe, click the notification bell. Please make sure you watch the entire video to the end without skipping any part so you understand it. Make sure you share this video, tell a friend to tell a friend. And without further ado, let's get right into this tutorial. Now we don't need too much to achieve this, so these are just 8mm velvet beads or suede beads. I'm using my 0.7mm fishing line and of course my scissors. Go ahead and cut a fishing line that you like using, and you're just going to pick up 4 beads and cross with the 4 bead. We are going to be making a square basically, so it's going to be a 5 by 5 square. So you're going to go ahead and do a ring of 4. That's my first ring of 4. We are going to do 5 rings of 4, but first off we are going to do 4 of them, then we are going to turn with the 5th. So when you cross with the first round, you're going to go ahead and pick up 3 beads, put 1 bead on the left fishing line, 1 bead on the right fishing line, cross with 1 bead until you have 4 rows like you see me have here. Then I'm going to get the fishing line which is on my left hand. I'm going to pick up 3 beads and I'm going to cross with the 3rd bead. Okay, the fishing line, whether it's on your left or right hand, whichever one is fine. All right, okay, so I've crossed, and as you can see my fishing line now is at the side. And now all we need to do is to make more rings of 4. So you're going to pick up 3 beads, you're going to put 1 on the left, 1 on the right, cross with the 3rd, and now we are going to do an extra of 3 rows. So our fishing line is already attached to like the first row, so this is the second one we're making. We're going to do 2 more like that. As you can see, now we have 4. Then we're going to do the 5th on the fishing line on my left. I'm going to pick up 3 beads with that fishing line, and I'm going to turn with I'm going to cross, which is going to help us to turn our work. Like I said, we are doing a perfect square. Okay, so I'm going to continue the process, pick up 3 beads, 1 bead on the left fishing line, 1 bead on the right fishing line, and then we are going to cross with the 3rd bead until we do an additional 3 rows again. So this is just a basic matting, right? It's like you're doing like a square handle for a beaded bag. I have a longer tutorial on that as well. If I'm going to leave the link in the description box. All right, now we've got 3 sides of our square done, and now I'm just picking up 3 beads with the fishing line on my left, crossing with the 3rd bead to complete the 3rd side. And now we're going to get started on the 4th side. Now the 4th side, instead of having 3 additional 3 rows, you're just going to have additional 2 rows, and then for the 3rd row we are going to join it to the first row. Okay, I'm just going to do a regular beaded matting. Please, this is like an intermediate to advanced tutorial. It's not like beginner friendly, so if you have an idea on how to do beads, you can do this ring box basically. So I'm just going to pick up 3 beads, 1 on the left fishing line, 1 on the right fishing line, and then I'm going to cross, and as you can see I have 2 like I said. Then for the 3rd one we are going to join it to the first. So the fishing line on my right, I'm going to insert 1 bead there, then I'm going to insert into the corresponding bead on the other side, right in the beginning, like the beginning row, the bead that you just saw me insert there. I hope I'm making sense. Pick up one bead again, and then I'm going to cross. So this is basically joining it to come up with this square. So this is a 5 by 5 square. Okay, it's a perfect square. Right, now that you've got this square, you're just going to go ahead and do another one similar to it. Okay, so we're going to do like joining now, beaded joining. So I'm just going to line up the beads, okay, and I'm going to do like a mat joining. It's very simple, very easy. You're going to pick up whichever end of the fishing line you prefer, insert one bead into that fishing line. Here I have a lot of fishing line going around, so I'm just trying to make sure that all of them are not in the same place. Okay, so I'm just picking up one bead, and then I'm going to insert into the corresponding bead of the other square, and I'm going to pick up one bead again, and I'm going to cross. Now if what I'm explaining is not making any sense to you, you can just watch the video or go into the settings and slow the speed of the video so you can see exactly what I'm doing. Then you insert your fishing line into the following bead, insert the other fishing line into the following bead, make sure both fishing lines are in matching beads on each of the squares. Pick up one bead and you're going to cross with that one bead, okay, just like this, right? So you're just going to do that around until our square is nice and shut. So I'm picking up one bead again, and then I'm just going to cross in there, and I'm going to leave my fishing line there because I'll still have to use it. It's why I started off the very long fishing line, okay? So my fishing line is going to stay there. Then I've still got a fishing line which is facing inwards in the square. So in one of the squares I had the fishing line facing outwards, and another one the fishing line was facing inwards, just so I don't have to cut a lot of fishing line and tie too much. But I've just picked up one bead. It's the same joining process, but now you're doing it on the inside, and this is a little bit tricky because there's going to be barely any space to put the beads, but you've got to find a way to do it. So insert when you pick up one bead, insert both fishing lines into the corresponding beads for each of the squares. Pick up one bead again and cross just like the way you did it for the outside. By the way, how are you guys doing? I hope you guys are fine. I hope you guys are well. Happy Christmas in advance, and stay tuned for more tutorials which are going to be coming. Thank you guys so much for the wonderful year you've given to me. I appreciate you guys a lot. Tell me how you're going to be spending your Christmas basically in the comment section. I'm really interested to know. Okay, so back to the tutorial. I'm just inserting the fishing line on my right into the corresponding bead on my right, then the fishing line on my left to the corresponding bead on the left. Pick up one bead and cross with that one bead. Now I don't know if it's just the velvet beads that I bought, but these ones, like, I had to struggle to make sure that the fishing line got into the hole, because it felt like the velvet material which is surrounding the bead was basically covering even with the hole I was supposed to insert it to. So I was basically battling. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so yeah, it took me a while. Honestly, this bag is easy to do. You can do it in a very short while. And let me know in the comment section what you do if you make this bag, what color you're going to make it in, who you're going to give it to, what occasion are you going to use this in, an engagement party or just to store your jewelry. Like I said, you can customize the square to make it to be like your own jewelry box. I think with velvet beads it's pretty, but you can use crystal beads, round beads, sugar beads, square beads, whatever you have, you can use it. Okay, so I just finished the regular joining process and I've got a lot of fishing line popping out. But yeah, so I just tucked in the fishing line on the inside because I'm not going to need it, but I left the other one on the outside. So you're going to go ahead and do two squares identical like this. So you are going to have 4 flat squares, join it, and then you're going to have 2 like this. And one of them, which is going to be the top, is the one that you're going to cover the top, okay? So like you just see me, like the first one, you just insert your fishing line the way I'm showing you guys right now insert your fishing line into that bead, then insert it into the other bead right there. Then you're just going to bead a mat to close the top of just one side. Okay, I hope I'm making sense. So we're just going to close the top of just one side. Immediately you're done joining the squares on the outside and on the inside, you're going to close one of the sides. I'm basically just demonstrating how you do what I've just done, like the closed one on my right. You pick up 2 beads, cross with the second bead, and then you do the normal beading method until you've closed it. Okay, this is just done for one side, and it's not the side I'm working on. I'm just using it to demonstrate. Okay, so that one side, when you're done closing it up, we're going to work now on the second side. So the first side that we've closed up is for the top of our box. This second side we're working on is basically the bottom of our box. And before we work like on closing the bottom, we need to build like an extra row, which is what I'm doing. So the long fishing line I had at the end, I picked up 3 beads, crossed to the third bead. Then I'm just going to do like a normal matting, like I'm building like a border. And yeah, so I'm just going to do that around the entire thing. Okay, so insert your fishing line into the following bead, pick up 2 beads. Honestly, if you're using size 8 for these beads and your holes are disturbing you, probably use like a 0.60 fishing line. Okay, I tend to use 0.70 for everything because I just like when my bags are or whatever I make to be nice and firm. Okay, yeah, so I basically listen to podcasts and preachings and sermons when I work. That's one just playing. Yeah, so this is me. This is the barrier that I've just built. Okay, so this is like an extension of the bottom. You see what I mean? So I've just done like one extra row, as you can see, is standing, and the fishing line was short. I did not want to use it to start off again, so I just tied it and I cut it off. And now this is me trying to cover the bottom. So we cover the bottom of the lower part of our box after we have done one standing row. Okay, so you pick up 2 beads, cross with the second bead, and we're going to do the normal matting method until the entire bottom of this lower part of our box is nice and closed. Okay, yeah, by the way, let me know in the comment section what you use to basically distract yourself while you work. Do you listen to like music, watch movies while you're beading? Let me know. I really want to know. I'm really trying to engage more with the community and all of that because I appreciate you guys a lot. Right, so let me know in the comment section what you guys do, like to pass the time while you're beading anything or watching any of my tutorials. Or do you watch my tutorials or put another tutorial in the background, let it just play? Sometimes I do that as well. Okay, so I'm just doing, like I said, we're just covering the bottom, and it's literally the normal beading method. You're just beading around the square, picking up 2 beads, crossing 2 beads, insert the fishing line to the following bead till the bottom is closed. Okay, now when you're done with the last bead, just go ahead and make sure both fishing lines meet in one place so you can tie off your work and cut it, and then we are going to move on to the next part of this tutorial. Honestly, this ring box, engagement box, whatever you like to call it, it works up so fast. And I think we're like halfway through the video now, so please, if you haven't subscribed, no, we're more than halfway. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. Just click on that subscribe button. It's free. I promise you don't have to pay anything. Turn on the bell notification so when I post a new tutorial, you're going to be aware of it. Share this video, give this video a thumbs up, leave me a comment in the comment section. If you do recreate this, please make sure you tag me in the comment section, tag me on Instagram or wherever. Okay, I'll leave all my handles in the description box, and send me a photo on Instagram. So now we're going to be building basically the legs of our ring box. As you can see, I've got a short fishing line. I've just attached it to the edge, the very edge on one side, and we're going to be working only on the edges of each of these boxes of this box. Okay, so I picked up 3 beads, cross to the third bead, Now I'm picking up 2 beads, going on the other side, making sure both fishing lines meet, and then I'm going to tie. So these are basically the feet of our box. Very simple, very easy to do. Now, of course, you're going to repeat it on the remaining 3 sides, okay? So this is basically like a stand for it. So you're just going to pick up the last bead on the end of each side, pick up 3 beads, cross with the third bead. I'm going to show it again. Cross with the third bead like you see me do. And then you're going to insert your fishing line into the following bead. So cross the third bead, insert in the first bead of the other side or into the following bead, pick up 2 beads, and then I just, instead of crossing, I just move it back so both fishing lines meet so I can easily tie. Okay, yeah, so you're just going to repeat this for the remaining 2 sides. Then make sure you tuck in all your fishing lines and cut it, and then I'm going to meet you guys back. So this is what your ring box should be looking like. Listen, it's looking nice and cute already. Come on, come on. Now we're going to join the top and the bottom, the lid and the, basically the down part. Insert your fishing line into the first bead on the side, pick up 1 bead and insert your fishing line into the other bead on the side, pick up another 1 bead and you're going to cross that 1 bead. So this is literally a basic joining of a beaded bag. Yeah, please, if you don't understand anything, please, maybe this is not a beginner, it's not a beginner friendly tutorial. You must have some knowledge on beads. I recommend that you watch my beginner in beads series where I teach you all the basics of, you know, beads. The link is going to be in the description box. It is free. It's literally on my YouTube channel. It is free. You don't have to pay for it. Okay, yeah. So insert your fishing lines into the 2 corresponding beads, pick up 1 bead and cross, and you're going to do that until our box is joined together. If you guys have any questions, please do not hesitate to ask me down in the comment section. I'm trying my best. I'm really trying hard to answer all of your questions. Okay, so as you can see, I have joined it and I'm picking up 1 bead to finish up. Listen, I should probably add, for the materials, you should have like a needle or something to pry your beads, the fishing line out of the middle of your beads, because that was another struggle I had basically. So I've tied off my fishing line and I'm just going to tuck it in and cut off the excess, and boom, this is what she's looking like right now. So the next thing we're going to do, we are going to make the lock. Now you're going to put 5 beads on a string and you're going to go to the middle bead of the top part, and as you can see we have 2 4 5 beads, and then you're just going to tie it like so. So it's going to make a circle. Make sure you tie it nice and firm. Make sure you tie it nice and firm. I'll keep saying it. Tie it nice and firm so you have this circle or this loop. Now you're going to pick up 2 beads, and this is not compulsory, but I just decided to add a small tiny gem as like the third bead. Then I went into the second bead and I went downwards into the 2 velvet beads. Okay, I know it probably didn't show properly, but when you add the gem bead, you go into the velvet beads, the 2 velvet beads from top to bottom. Then this is what you're going to have. Then I'm just going to go into a bead, the middle bead that goes from left to right, like the holes are from left to right or right to left, from side to side. Insert my fishing line there, and then I'm going to bring both fishing lines together and I'm going to tie. So this is just a beaded lock, a very easy way to lock your beaded bag. Okay, I'm going to tie this as many times as possible so it's nice and firm. Yeah, so there are several types of locks that you can do with your beaded bag. You don't necessarily, I felt like a magnetic lock would have been too big, and it literally made no sense in my ears. By the way, I didn't apologize for my voice. I'm sorry for you guys the way I sound. I really have no excuse. Okay, yeah, so you just pop the top part into the hole and boom, That's it. Your box is locked and you just pop it out. It's not going to move. You can see me shaking it. It's not going anywhere. You just pop it out. Then that's it. Okay, so you go ahead and tuck in all the remaining fishing line. Right, now let's move on to the next step, which is kind of optional, but like to make it a proper ring box, I just took like this satin fabric, burn the edges so it doesn't fray, and then I just chucked it in the box. You can use a velvet material as well. That's going to be nice. Then you're going to pop your ring. I just had this ring laying about. I just popped it in, to make it look more nice, classy, however, whatever you like to call it. Yeah, as you can see, she closes so well. She closes so nice. I think the velvet beads did a great job, and this is how she looks, nice and plain. And honestly, I love it. I really love the way it came out. I'm not proposing anymore. I'm not proposing, okay? I'm just opening the box. I'm just opening the box. Yeah, so this is what it looked like. Honestly, I loved it. I love the way it came out like this. I was so excited to make this. You guys tell me what you think down in the comment section. I'm really, really waiting to hear you guys' thoughts. I know this is not like a beaded bag tutorial like that, but I feel like it's good to have this sort of accessories in your house, if you get what I mean. Yeah, so of course, you know me, I like to add stuff to things like this. So I have these gems from the previous video, the red ones, and I also had these white ones, but I felt like the white ones were too big, so I used the red ones. And of course I use a point 2.5 fishing line. I recommend you use a 4.5 or 50 for this one. Now this is just easy work that we are doing here. Insert your fishing line to the first bead, insert your gem, go into the bead, insert your other gem on the other side, go into the bead, and we are basically just working on a straight line like this in all the holes of your bag. If you want to decorate, not, it's not a bag, it's a box. It's a box, Vanessa, remember, it's a box. But you can use this method on beaded bags as well if you want to add like gems or beads. I actually gave this method in one of my beginner in beads videos when I was saying how to make your beaded bag to be firm. You can do this as well. Yeah, so you're just adding in the gems, into putting the fishing line into the holes of the gems, then you're just working it forward. Okay, it's very easy. So these are the gems from the Bottega bag, the bejeweled Bottega bag video that I made. Yeah, so you're just going to add gems, put it, you can decorate the entire thing if you want, but I did not have enough gems, so I just made like a pattern of decorating just the top and the main corners. Okay, so nothing too much, and I really like the way it turned out. Yeah, so this is what it's looking like. Pick up one gem, insert the fishing line in it, and then you're just going to keep going through the holes, and that's it. Nothing too risky, I guess. Yeah, so go ahead and just work that for maybe the entire bag, if that's what, or box, if that's what you're going for. Like I said, I just did just the top and the corners, and I like the way it came out. I just had the exact number of gems I needed to complete this. Honestly, I'm not even joking. Yeah, I'm not proposing, I'm just opening the box. Let me just be repeating this. Yeah, so this is what it looks like. Tell me what you think about this type of tutorial. Should I do more unique accessories like this, or do you guys prefer like only the beaded bag tutorials? You guys are the ones who run this channel, you guys know that, right? Yeah, so let me know the type of tutorials you like to see down in the comment section. Subscribe if you haven't, like this video, share it. Please leave me a comment, follow me on all my social media so you can see like my stories on updates on what I'm doing, because I do post all of that, so you can see like the new thing I'm working on before it even gets on YouTube. I'll leave the links down in the description box. Yeah, tell me what you think. Do you prefer this box when it's plain or when it's decorated like this? Let me know that in the comment section as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys have a wonderful day whenever you're watching this. I hope you have a nice Christmas. I pray that God may continue to pour his blessings on you. I pray that in Jesus' name, amen. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.